Hey, what's up? Oh, bad. Uh, so my hair is growing back, and it feels feely. Just been watching TV and movies. Not really any YouTube. Watched Happy Gilmore 2. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a disaster, honestly. Um, I was like this. I was like I put it off for a long time because I thought it was going to just be horrible, and it was it was it was good. You know, it wasn't nearly as good as the first one, but it was like I was like, wow, this is an okay movie. You know, it was good enough where it didn't like ruin the first one. Like other people were. Sometimes people are like, oh my god, this the sequel is just like it tarnishes the first movie. Like, sometimes people say that, and I'm like, I don't know exactly what that means because it's like, oh man, like makes me like the first movie less. Like I don't know how a sequel can make you like the first movie less, but whatever. But yeah, it was okay. I was disappointed. I'm going to talk about the movie. I was disappointed when he he you know the ball had basically killed his wife. I was like, oh man, that sucks. That's just shitty. I guess he like put that in there because like in the first movie his dad got killed by a hockey puck. So it's like the opposite of foreshadowing, past shadowing. I don't know what it's called, but referencing the first movie. But now I'm watching The West Wing because I also watched The American President. And that's like I don't know if that movie was made before The West Wing, but it feels like it was because the president in The West Wing was I guess, the chief of staff in the movie The American President because the president in The American President was the guy from Falling Down. Forget his name offhand. So, yeah, that's fun. It's a show to watch. I didn't watch when it was on. I like watching shows that you can watch like the entire show. You can binge. Shows that you can watch more than one season of, preferably the entire series. There's ones that you can only watch like one season of, or shows that like Firefly that like are good, but they cancel after one season. It's just like, man, that sucks. Like Altered Carbon and The Gifted. I really like those shows. They only got, well, Altered Carbon I think got 2 seasons, and The Gifted got 1 or 2 seasons too. But would have been interesting to get a couple more of those. So yeah, it's good stuff. I just watched an episode where they were talking about reparations. It's like, yeah, that's a touchy subject with people. People don't like the idea of reparations. But, Dave Chappelle's right. If you gave reparations, and I mean like more than like $1,000 to like every but every black adult, if we were able to. I don't think we have enough money. And if it were possible to give like 50 or $100,000 in a bulk payment, a lump sum, to like every black adult of like, I don't know, 20%, blood or more. Something like that. That would probably help out the economy a lot. in a lot of ways. Especially because the big problem of the stimulus package was that I don't know for sure, but uh, it was it was it was just done horribly. The one stimulus package that we got, I know I got a payment of, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like $1,000 or $1,500 or some shit like that. And if like everybody got $1,500, that's something, but your average like family and stuff, your average like 2-person family with 2 kids or something, 2 adults getting $1,500, that's, you know, that's just enough to hold them over for a couple months or something like that. That's not really, it's not really going to do very much. And a real economic stimulus package should have been something like this may sound a little crazy, but kind of like an economic stimulus that's in the form of uh, kind of an economic lottery or something. If you're gonna give away only $1,500, maybe it's better to give away $15,000 to 1 out of every 10 people. And that way, you can randomize it, or even $150,000 to 1 out of every 100 people. And you announce it, you know, and every media outlet and everything, and say we're going to do it in so and so months and everything, make sure everybody knows about it, and tell them to, I don't know, go to these so offices and fill out forms, and put their name on the list to make themselves out, make them eligible for it. And then there you go. Have them draw out for it. And that way, you know, you'd make an impact in people's lives where, you know, those 1 out of 10, one out of 100 people would that get all their debts cleared, and well, it'd be something notable. And also maybe you could exempt from the drawing process the wealthiest 20%, 25%, maybe even the top half. The people that genuinely don't need wouldn't benefit from that, 10,000 or whatever the hell you decide. The amount that wouldn't make a difference. So that the stimulus that you decide to give out actually does something for those individuals and for the economy. Again, instead of it only being, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, which again helps, but is like, for most people, a month's worth of bills, something like that. Helps for a month, and then they're right back where they were. Whereas $10,000 or $100,000 doesn't just help for a month. It may actually steer them towards something different, which would be good. And because it steers them towards something different, it has, downstream effects for other people and hence for the economy. Which is what the point of a stimulus is in the first place. When you just give $1,200, basically all you're doing is giving 1,200 multiplied by 10 million to rich people. It just takes a month, or in that case, a week. I don't know what was it? It's probably something like 100 million people. 100 million multiplied by 1,500. What is that? $1.5 trillion? I don't know. Something like that. It was a lot. Again, but basically all towards people who had money. So, whatever. Um, so, yep. I'm just sitting here. Having fun. Yay, it's 5 o'clock. Tax rich people. You kept rich people. Boobs.